A very good morning, dear students. In the lesson of maths, three dimensional objects and nets, today we will learn about what are nets and from nets how a three dimensional objects can be formed. Okay, last year you have learned about what what do boxes look like after cutting them open and laying them flat. So if you see these boxes, if you cut them open and lay them flat like this, they will look like this, right? So let us revise what you have learned earlier. So after cutting them, the boxes are nothing but the three-dimensional objects. So remember, the boxes are three-dimensional objects, and after cutting them open and laying them flat, how do they look like, or what do we get? We get over here, if you see, a two-dimensional structure, okay, a two-dimensional figure made of rectangles as well as squares. So you know what are rectangles and squares, right? So if we try to open them and lay them flat, we find such type of figures. That is, either there will be rectangles or there will be square. So this is also called as two-dimensional plane. Okay, these are called as two-dimensional planes of three-dimensional objects. So if you want to make a three-dimensional objects like the boxes, then you need to have first two-dimensional plane for making that three-dimensional object. Okay, so this is also, these are now what I have shown over here are nothing but two-dimensional representation of three-dimensional objects, and such representation of two-dimensional objects, okay, is to form three-dimensional objects is also known as nets. So these are called as nets. What you can see, these structures are called as nets. So two-dimensional structures like rectangles and squares you can see. Fine. So now let's proceed further. Now look at this plane over here, okay? So which is made up of a cardboard. You know what is a cardboard, right? So this is a plane of two-dimensional plane are made out of cardboard. So in this plane, if you see, there are four rectangles arranged in a line, okay? So here you can see what? Here you can see, four rectangles here. This is one, okay, this is another one, okay, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one, okay. So there are four big rectangles and two small rectangles. This is one and this is another one. So there are altogether six rectangles, out of which four which are in a line are big rectangles and two rectangles which are on the side are smaller ones. Now let us try to fold them, okay, along the lines. Okay, so now let us try to fold them along the lines what you can see over here. Okay, so what you can see here, you can see some lines here, right? So this is one line, this is another line, this is another line, this is over here one more line, and here one more line. So if you try to fold them along the lines like this, then what can we get? So let us try to fold it first. So when we try to fold it, you can see we can get a structure something like this, right? So now we obtain a three-dimensional shape here. If you see over here, this is a three-dimensional shape, and such a shape which is made out of rectangles is also called as a cuboid. Okay, remember the a figure which is now a 3D object what you can see over here, which is made out of rectangles, is also called as a cuboid. Okay, there are various examples of a cuboid. What are they? Like a duster is a cuboid. A cupboard in your house is a cuboid. Then a book is also a cuboid. Notebook is a cuboid. Then a toothpaste box is what you see is a this cuboid, and so on. So all these are made out of rectangles. If you just try to see the 2D plane or two-dimensional plane, there are 6 rectangles which are folded along the definite lines to form the three-dimensional objects called as cuboids. Okay, so have you understood what are they now? They are nothing but three-dimensional objects made out of two-dimensional plane, and that two-dimensional plane you need to fold it. Fine. So that is how we can get a cuboid. Then let us proceed a little further. Now again you look at this plane now. Okay, so if you see carefully in this plane, you can see all the 6 figures. What you can see are nothing but the 6 squares. They are nothing but the squares. You can see here one first square here, second square, then another third, fourth square, fifth square, and sixth square. So altogether there are 6 squares in this figure. Okay, and they are traced by the bold lines. They are traced by the bold lines. And what are these bold lines? So this is first line, this is another line, this is another line like this, and this is another line. So here you can see there are different bold lines, and if we try to fold them along these bold lines, okay, then what we can get? Okay, so we can get a box like this. Okay, again you can make a box, but then isn't it different from the other one what we have just now learned, that is a cuboid? Yes, of course it is a different. And how it is different? It is because it has all 6 figures as squares. So look at them, both of them are looking different. Okay, so why the second one is different, this one is different, and this one is different, this one is different? Just because all the 6 sides of this box are made of squares. Fine. So yes, so this is also called as a cube. So a box or a three-dimensional object made out of 6 same squares. Then what we are getting? A 3D object. We are getting a cube. So all the faces of these boxes. So this is the first face. Okay. So what you see over here, this is one face. This is another face. All there are altogether 6 faces, and all these 6 faces of this box are made up of squares. So such a shape is also called as a cube. Okay, you get these cubes. Where have you seen such type of cubes? You might have used, while playing a Rubik's cube or maybe a dice. So both are examples of the cube. Fine. Now let us do a simple activity now. Okay, here we are given some few nets. Okay, so what we can do is that what you have to do is that you need to take a paper, okay, or as a homework what you can do is you need to draw this on your notebook. Okay, with the help of a pencil and a ruler, try to draw such type of nets. So in the first net, if you see, which is a pink color, what you can see, all are made up of squares. That means a square, all sides are equal. So when you are drawing, you have to draw like this. Okay, and the second you can see a net is there, wherein there are 4 rectangles and 2 small rectangles, 4 big rectangles and 2 small rectangles. So what you need to do is that you have to draw this on a piece of paper or maybe a small chart paper, and then what you have to do is that you need to cut it along the edges. Okay, cut it along the edges, or trace them first on the piece of paper, then cut it along the edges like this. Okay, with the help of the scissor. Okay, so once you cut it, you can get a structure something like this. Right, now what you need to do is that you need to fold this again along the bold lines. What you can see, these bold lines, you can try to fold this structure, and once you fold it, what you are getting is this type of structure. So do you know what type of figure it is? Yes, or what type of three-dimensional object it is? Yes, you are right. It is a cuboid, whereas the first figure which you had over here, that is this one, the first figure. So this one you are getting, let's see what you are getting. You are getting a, after cutting you will get a cube like this. Okay, so when you try to fold it, you will get a cube, right? So what type of boxes are this? You can see one of them is a cuboid, another one is a cube, right? One is a cuboid made of rectangles, and another one is a cube made of squares. So I hope so you have understood what is a cuboid and a cube, and how you can make a cuboid or a cube. Now let's proceed further with the next part of the lesson. Okay, so you can say this is a cuboid. Fine. Next part of the lesson is a 5 square net. Okay, now we will draw 5 square net. Now up to now what we have learned, or so far we have learned that we have made three-dimensional objects of the 6, made up of either 6 squares or maybe 6 rectangles. Fine. Now let's proceed further. Look at this net, what you are seeing here. Count how many, this individually, one figure, if you see, it's a square. So like that, how many squares are there in this structure? Okay, how many squares are there? Just count them. Yes, you are right. There are altogether 5 squares. Okay, there are altogether 5 squares. So, and these squares are arranged in such a manner, if you see, they are, edges. You can see this blue colored lines, what you can see are the edges of each of these squares. Each of these squares edges, if you see, are touching each other. Okay, here they are touching each other. So such an arrangement is also called as a pentomino. Okay, such an arrangement wherein altogether there are 5 squares, and each of these squares edges are touching each other. Okay, and this type of arrangement also called as a pentomino. Fine. So now let us try to fold this net along the bold lines, and when we try to fold this net, what we are getting? We are getting an open box. You can see an open box here. So all these 5 sides are closed, whereas this side, what you can see, is nothing but the open side. Okay, open side. That means this here, over here, this is open. Other sides are all closed. You can see. Correct, right? So when you have a 5 square net, then that 5 square net, you can see, you can get a open box, whereas we can get a closed box by having 6 faces. Correct? 6 faces. It may be either rectangle or a square, but when we are talking about the pentomino, we are having the square. Okay, fine. So let's proceed now. So let's proceed now with a small activity again. Fine. So let us form few more boxes from here. Okay, few more boxes from this. A net formed by 5 square gives us an open box. So here are some few nets shown over here, which are also made up of 5 squares. Okay, 5 squares. So let us try to fold them along bold lines, all the 5. So in the first case, you can get an open box like this. If you have to try to fold them along the bold lines, like for example this one, first one, if you have to fold it this way. Okay, go on folding, then what you will get? You will get this figure. You will get this figure of the first one. Then let us see the second one now. Okay, here is the second one. Again, you try to fold the this net along its what? Bold lines. So again, what you are going to get? You are going to get now like this. Okay, this way you are going to get a box. Here you can see the box, second one, which is open on the upper side. And the last one, what you can get is this way. Okay, so isn't it so nice that you are getting different types of open boxes from the different types of net? Yes, all the three nets can give you an open box. That means you can have your own net and prepare the pentomino. Okay, that is a 5 square net. Then next one. Okay, so here look at this one again. Can we form few more boxes like this? Yes, we can even form more boxes from the other different type of net. So here you can see it is a different net from the one what we have just now seen. The three, okay, three nets we have seen, right? So this is the fourth one net. In this net also we can prepare a open box, or also called as a pentomino, 5 square net. Remember this, fine. So now this is another one. So don't you like to solve any puzzles? Okay, you can see there is a Rubik's cube and there is a puzzle also, right? You might be liking to solve the puzzles, right? Yes, I'm sure about it. You like all these things. So what you need to do is that for your homework, you need to solve this puzzle. Okay, so this is a net of a cube shaped dice. Okay, so you know what is a dice. Dice you use for playing Ludo, correct? No, and snake and ladder, that is called as the dice. So here is a net of the dice. So this is a net of a cube shaped dice. So if we fold the net to form the dice, which of the following will definitely be not a dice? So here there are 5 different types of dice are made. You need to find out of these which is out of this which is a dice which will not which is not having the pattern which is shown here in this 5 square net. So what you need to do is that you need to take see the adjacent squares. Adjacent means neighboring squares. Okay, adjacent squares or neighboring squares. So here I will tell you what are adjacent. So this square which is of one dot is neighboring to this square which is made up of 2 dots, whereas this 2 is also adjacent to 6, 6 is adjacent to 5, and 5 is adjacent to 4, whereas 2 is also adjacent to 1 as well as to 2. So you might have understood now what is adjacent. Adjacent means neighboring. Okay, neighbor means adjacent, that you have to remember. And also you have to see which among them will be parallel. Okay, which among them will be parallel. So like the ages of the book are parallel. Okay, this age and this age are parallel to each other. This age and this age is parallel to each other, right? So parallel means you might have understood by now, right? So parallel, what you have to notice is that which are adjacent one and which are parallel one, you have to see, and then what you have to find out is which among these dice, 5 dice which are shown over here are this is not correct. Okay, so that you have to find out as your homework for today. Okay, and I want you all to even complete the classwork book what we have learned today. I'm going to send the photos of the what should be the write-up, but you need to do on your own also. You try to solve the exercise which is given in the textbook and even this small activity. So with this we finish with the lesson 3-dimensional objects and nets. I hope so you have understood, dear students. You need to practice and you need to make different types of nets. So you can try with different types of nets and try to prepare the different types of boxes, whether it may be a cuboid or a cube. So till we meet again in the next lesson, thank you very much.